Hi there, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Alisia Dragoon, and oh my goodness, daylight savings time is kicking my butt. I am so tired right now. I was actually thinking of playing Street Fighter V, but then I was like, I'm so tired, people will probably just like jump on me all day and I won't be able to anti-air or react because I'm so tired. Like, it's amazing how just 1 hour of a difference can throw you off. Anyways. So instead of playing Street Fighter V or even playing a game, I'm just going to do commentary on a game that I played earlier, and I'm going to do commentary on it. This is Alisia Dragoon, and the story in-game does not make any sense. It really doesn't. If you were reading this at the very beginning, it said once again, and it's like, well, what do you mean once again? This is the only Alisia Dragoon game that there was, so what are you referring to? All I can say is I think someone, or some evil bad guy that they don't tell you the guy's name, or it's a girl for all I know, I'm not sure, killed Alisia's father, and they're trying to take over the world, and it's your responsibility to stop them. Alisia is very gifted at magic, and she commands different creatures that will help you, and it makes for a very unique gameplay experience. I really, really like this game, and it's really underrated. I don't know why it didn't sell. It did a lot of very creative things. It's a gorgeous looking game. It has a really good soundtrack, especially if you're into like medieval music, stuff like that, Renaissance. It's really good. The game can be very overwhelming. They only start you off with 1 life. But once you understand the mechanics, you can pick up lives as you go, and you get good at it. Like in this run, I don't die at all. I go through the entire game without dying a single time, so it's, definitely a doable game. So you have different animals that will help you out, and you can swap and you can pick which one for the best situation. And that's good replay value too, because you can try different challenges, maybe like going through the game only using, the dragon, or this one that I'm using right now is my favorite. It's the lizard that shoots boomerangs at your opponent. And if you look at the heads-up display, you'll see it says HP. That's the HP of you on the left, and then your animal helper on the right. And your animals can die. If you let the HP go to 0, they do die, but you can find a revive. I don't let anyone die, because you have to be, in my opinion, pretty careless to let that happen. And what I just picked up, that's an extra life. Looks like a little Alisia doll. What else to say? And you have magic. Your magic can be upgraded as well, and it's very, very important. Like, a huge part of this game, like if you see what I'm doing right now, I'm going through walls and stuff, a huge part is to explore and make sure you get all the upgrades. Because if you don't upgrade your magic and even your health, I just got a health upgrade, and your animals, it's going to make certain bosses really, really difficult to near impossible to beat. Just really, really difficult. So you are definitely doing yourself a disservice by not taking your time exploring everything. But yeah, like this game did a lot of cool things, and it even has cutscenes, even though I don't think they translated this properly at all because nothing really makes sense. This is the main antagonist, this wizard or magician or whatever it is. He's a jerk, or she, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. I don't know, that's not a very interesting leader. It's like this weird android thing. You've seen what power we possess. I guess they're referencing to how they killed her father, I think. I guess that's kind of tropey now that I think about it. It seems like a lot of games that feature female protagonists, they always have something like their father being murdered or something. Very tropey, like Chun-Li. Even Chun-Li, her father was murdered by Bison. I don't know why this game didn't sell so well. The Mega Drive wasn't super popular in Japan, but it's still a really amazing game. Even internationally, like most people don't know about this game, and that's a shame because it's so unique. I mean, how many games let you have an animal following you? It kind of reminds me of Pokemon, except it's 16-bit and it's an action platformer game. Because you can level up your animals. Like I said, you definitely want to go through the entire levels, exploring, try to get as many upgrades as possible. Essentially, that's all what you do in this level. This is a pretty big level. It's not particularly interesting, but you need to search everything and make sure you don't miss any upgrades. So another thing I do want to mention, and it's actually pretty important to know this, is how damage is calculated with Alisia. So if you look at the top, you notice that she has a little charge bar. So depending on how much that's charged, it will change your magic attack. If it's fully charged, then it pretty much becomes a powerful screen clear. It'll hit everything on screen. And if not, you can do bursts of damage by just, tapping the button, the attack button. And you can hold it down to do consistent damage, but then of course it will get weaker over time. So you really need to think about the way you want to, micromanage your energy in that regard. And another interesting quirk is if you're kind of inside an enemy, and you're really close and you hit them deep, it will actually do more damage. So if you combine that with having a max charge, you can actually wipe out bosses really fast that way. That really makes the game a lot easier knowing that mechanic. It kind of reminds me of Rocket Knight Adventures, if anyone played that. You would know that if you hit an enemy with the sword instead of the projectile, hit them deep, it will actually do more damage. It's kind of like that. And everything is out to get poor Alisia. You got skeletons dropping rocks, and you got these giant, even the giant insects are out to get her. It's pretty bad. Yeah, this game is really cool. It's not often that you have a game that features a female protagonist, and it's very unique because you get to choose which animal you want to use, and I think the music's really good too. It's a fun game. It can initially be very tough, but like I said, once you figure out the mechanics, then it's a lot easier. And I have fully maxed out my dragon. The pets, well, not pets, animals. Sometimes I call them pets, like Alisia's pet. The animals can go to level 3, but her spell can go a lot higher. And I just wiped out that guy really fast, and it's because I did an attack really deep. I just did it again. So that's really useful for bosses, is having a max charge and just kind of standing next to them and just letting it rip and letting them have it. And that's it. Stage 1 is over, we're gonna go on to stage 2. I like this song, and you're gonna hear me say that a lot. So this guy that I'm using right here, the little fireball, is interesting because his attack is his sprites. He's his own little hitbox. So he's useful in some circumstances. He can block projectiles. I'm just trying to level him up. And you have to defeat this worm creature before you can continue on. But what I was saying earlier is the animals can go up to level 3, and Alisia's magic, I believe, I want to say it's level 8 that is max. I haven't played this in a while. In fact, on my old channel, I actually did a Let's Play of this with my boyfriend, but I was doing it on an emulator, and I didn't like the quality of it, which is why I decided to redo it. This was played on actual hardware, and this is a lot better quality than my previous recording of it. A lot of wildlife out to get her. They got these ninjas on the floating, whatever those are, floating platforms. Some interesting fog effects with the Genesis dithering. This is another game that I think would have been really cool if they made a sequel on the Sega Saturn. Because Saturn, handles 2D pretty well, but we didn't see a lot of that, unfortunately. A lot of IPs that had potential just didn't go anywhere, sadly. Now that I'm looking at the little fireball animal that I have, it looks like it has deal with its sunglasses. You guys see it? I can't unsee it now. So this guy, you can actually kill him really fast if you time it right. I don't think I did that, but there's 2 different methods. You can blast him his mouth early on, Or you can kind of line up the fireball to his mouth and it will, you know, damage him really fast and he can die really quickly. Like that. I could have done that faster, but I messed up at the beginning, but still, I mean, that took him out pretty fast. And that's how most bosses should be once you really know what you're doing. They shouldn't last that long. But if you don't know how that mechanic works, they can drag on. Oh god. Dragon. That was not supposed to be a pun, but I realized that could have been a pun. Because Alisia Dragoon. Never mind, I'll stop. And here is the world's most bizarre looking airship. Do not know what it was supposed to be, but... And of course the game spawns you in a very inconvenient spot. Right with all these guns shooting at you. And I'm taking out the Thunderbird. Now, this Thunderbird is pretty much an auto screen clear. He will zap and damage everything on screen, but unfortunately, he takes a really long time to charge, so you really need to think about when you want to use him. Because sometimes he's just not going to be able to help because he takes forever to store his attack. And I'm drinking my coffee because I'm still not awake. And yeah, I'm telling you, Alisia can take a lot of damage. This game kind of reminds me of Valis when you play as Yuko, because Yuko can take a lot of damage too. But I guess it makes sense because this game it only starts you off with 1 life. So I guess it's only fair that you'll be able to take a lot of damage with only 1 life. Of course, you can pick up extra lives, but if you don't know where they are, then if you die, like, that's game over. And there's, like, these suicide bombers. They will try and latch onto Alisia and hurt her. And this is so weird. This looks like dreadlocks. Like, I'm jumping on giant, like, dreadlocks. And now I have level 4 magic. As your magic level increases, you charge faster and obviously you do more damage, it's stronger. Yeah, just doing some very lenient platforming here. I know where all these enemies are, so I'm waiting for the game to load them so I can move on. If this is a short level, we're already at the boss. So the way this boss, do you see that weird like blue thing that I'm shooting at? That's what you want to kill. There's quite a few of them. They kind of like spawn in different places on the ship, and as soon as you kill all of them, then you can move on to the next level. I like to use the dragon in this part, kind of get him to line up with what I'm trying to shoot at, and that helps. Dragon is a really good, he's like the balance. I'd say he is the most balanced animal that can help you, because he's a good balance of power and charge speed. Did I get it already? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's it. And sometimes you'll see that it says demo in the bottom left corner. That just means it's a cutscene, and if you try to like move, press a button, or press the D-pad, it'll just say demo. Like, stop pressing buttons, you can't play stupid. It's a cutscene. That's what I'm gonna say. I like this song. It's a good song. This is a really short level. This is a short game. It is. It is hard though. Like, I'm making it look really easy, but if you play it for the first time and you don't, like, you're not familiar, you will actually die pretty fast. You could die easily in this game if you're not careful. But it's a short level. You just climb up via mountain, and there's a lot of enemies here. I don't even deal with it. Like, I know Alisia can take a lot of damage, so I kind of just go through it and I don't bother fighting everything. And those remind me of like bastardized Monty Moles. You know Monty Mole from Mario? It looks like a demented Monty Mole. Those little guys. But yeah, you just climb up this mountain and then you fight the dragon at the top. Now I think in this particular run I kind of screwed up here. You can kill this dragon super fast if you blast him right, but I kind of missed him there. And this... I managed to kill him. Like I said, I don't die at all in this run, but I could have, like, this was sloppy. This was the low point in the run. I could have done this a lot faster. But ideally, you just want to get one really good blast in its mouth, and it will die pretty fast. But it's a really quick enemy, and as you can see, it can hurt you pretty quickly. Like, it just has a lot of fireballs that home in on you, and it's really obnoxious. And it's when it roars, it sounds like it's meowing. It's like meow. I don't know what kind of dragon sounds like that. There, I blasted its head off. There you go. Wow, I only had a few hits left. That's scary. That is scary. I like how water restores your health in this game. So drink something healthy. Have some water. I think this is the cave level. What game would not be complete without a cave level? And if anyone has ever played Final Fantasy VI or 3, whatever you want to call it, for the Super Nintendo, the one that has Locke, Terra, Kefka, this reminds me of one of those dungeons just with the waterfall effect. Kind of like the Caves of Narsh area. I don't know, I just get that like SNES RPG cave vibe in this level. And that is a secret passage. You can blast, you need a max charge and just blast the door down, and you can just easily level up some animals if you need to, or helpers, mystic beast, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. And this is annoying. You can't really kill these green eye things. You can stun them temporarily, and then you just want to walk through, because if not, you're going to just take damage, and it's really annoying. And this, like, I played this game so many times, so I kind of have an idea of how much damage I can get away with. Like, if you want to take it really slow and kill everything and do it the right way, you can do that. With me, I'm just like, no, I don't have time for that. I'm going to just go through this cave, I'm going to heal, and I'm going to just keep going. Like, I'm just not even going to engage in a lot of combat, and just keep going. And these midgets, like, I don't know what their deal is. They're just, there's like cave midgets in here trying to kill you the entire level. And you get these fairies, and they will provide a little jumping stone for you. And I took a lot of damage, but as you see, I got a lot of my health back. Oh, speaking of damage, yes, your animals can die. Of course, you have to be really, really careless to let that happen. If they die, they're not out forever. You can get a revive, but like, I think I've only had that happen maybe the first 2 times I've played this game. I don't let my animals die. I'm not an irresponsible pet owner, thank you very much. And now we're in a kind of disgusting looking, this volcano. It looks like mucus and phlegm. It's really gross, like infected phlegm. It's so gross. And that's a secret. You can go down here, you get some power-ups and some invincibility, which is really useful here, because there is lava or fire mucus, whatever you want to call it. It is everywhere, and it's obnoxious. And I screwed up that jump there. My bad. I accidentally jumped back into the secret area. I like to use the fireball because there's just so much stuff here, and if you use any other animals, they can take a lot of damage quickly if you're not careful. So I just like the fireball because the fireball just naturally damages things if it touches them instead of taking a lot of damage itself. Plus, doesn't that make sense to use a fireball in a fire mucus area, right? And these guys are so annoying. They just, like, they teleport and it's hard to react, and you need to watch out because that steam, everything hurts you. Like, there is so much crap on screen. Did I just say on screen? Yes, I did. On screen. I'm so tired. Get some more coffee. Coffee is so good. But yeah, I got the midgets and the giants trying to kill me in this level. It's great. It is great. Another useful thing is to know where all the power-ups are. Like, there's a health thing up there. You have to jump and shoot at the same time, which I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get it to... Did I get it? There we go. Yeah, like, it's really important to know where all the secret stuff is when you're running low on health. It helps a lot. That's pretty much how you beat this game. It's just knowing where all the upgrades are, knowing how damage is calculated, and just knowing what to expect. And when you destroy those things, it will fire off a single projectile, and that can hurt you, so watch out. And I'm gonna ignore that because I think all my animals are topped off. They're at max level 3. They turn golden. Kind of reminds me of Supersonic, of course. Someone should hack this game and like modify the animals and put like Sonic as an a helper or something. That would be so neat. Someone should do that. Please do that and then link it to me. That'd be awesome. And now we are going to go to the boss of this world. It's this weird brain tank thing. Yes, that is the official name now. I am making it official. Brain tank thing. So you want to shoot the brain, that's its weak point. And you want to time your jump properly because it's going to try and run you over, it's going to shoot missiles at you, and just aggressively shoot the brain. That's pretty much all what you do with this boss. Pretty straightforward. What am I doing here? Bring out the dragon for more firepower. More bang for my buck. Yeah, the lizard is really useful because he doesn't take a long time to charge, but his shots don't do as much damage as the dragons. But he's still very useful and he's actually my favorite because I love lizards. Wait. Oh, I killed it! That was easy. Now we're gonna go to the next part. Get a nice cutscene. Like, it's cool that they do transitions. That's something that was not seen too often. You saw it in Sonic 3 Knuckles, which is a good game. It's too bad that this is the only Alisia Dragoon game. They never made anything else. This is the only game. That's a shame. Like, this game is so cool. And this song is beautiful. I love this song. It's perfect for this level. This is a very difficult level if you don't know what's going on. And OC Remix actually did a remix of this song. It's called Halls of Abandonment. I'll probably link it in the description. It is a really nice version of this song, and I definitely recommend listening to it if you're interested. So, the thing about this level is really awkward because the perspective, everything is tilted, and do you see these yellow things? Those are bombs that will blow up if you go near them, and they will blow up if you shoot them, and it's really, really frustrating. I like to use the lizard because the lizard's AI will detect if there's any bombs in the area, and you'll start shooting, so that kind of gives you a heads up, you know, hey, there's going to be some hazards over here. When I played this game, I wasn't playing it on a... Well, this was a long time ago. The first time I played this and I got to this level, I was not playing it on a good CRT. So everything was so, like, fuzzy, I actually couldn't see the yellow bombs. And I would usually die on this level because of that. But I was playing on a really good CRT when I did this run, so I don't have that problem, but... just everything is, this is one of the most frustrating levels in the game, in my opinion, and the enemies, like the humans that are trying to kill you, they even explode too after you damage them enough. Just, this is explosion, the level, pretty much. And you need to explore all the areas because there's power-ups, and you need them, because... excuse me, the next boss is going to be very irritating if you do not have enough upgrades. I'm making sure I got everything. That was a revive. And again, I don't let my animals die because I'm not a reckless person, so that is useless to me. And you can get lost in this area too. Really easily, because everything looks the same. You're just in a bunch of halls that are, you know, they look similar. So I'm just trying to find where I'm supposed to go, because I feel like I explored and I got everything I needed in all those different rooms. So we're gonna go down here, and there are a lot of enemies down here. Holy crap. I just tried to get through it really fast. And I've taken a lot of damage right here, and so has my lizard. The animals change color based on how much damage they've taken, kind of like an indicator. Hey, we're hurting. So we're going to the next area of this world, and it's very similar. Again, you're at a weird slanted perspective. And you want to go into this room and make sure you get the magic upgrade, which I just picked up. That's the most important thing, and now I'm finally at level 8. I think that's max. I don't think the magic can go beyond level 8. And this is an invulnerability that the fairy granted me. And you want to take advantage of that and try to get to the boss. Just jump all the way up here, jump to the right. That's kind of a weird, awkward jump. Those guys kind of remind me of Vega from Street Fighter because they're wearing masks. Poor Vega. What is Vega even doing in Street Fighter 5? Like, Vega's like a bad Chun. He's supposed to poke, but like his hitboxes don't like hit anywhere where they look like they should. And he's kind of outclassed. But you know, Chun is actually a bad Guile. Like, Guile just does what Chun does, but better. Guile is so good in Street Fighter 5. I should be playing Guile, but I like Chun. And this guy is such a jerk. He actually might be one of the harder bosses in the game, especially if you don't come prepared. If you don't have your magic, you know, reasonably strong, he can be really hard to take down. He'll probably outlast you and you'll die. And he is a really interesting magician that likes to control assault rifles and shooting at you. It's strange, and I try not to look at the background because there's too much stuff going on. But you just want to keep walking back and forth, try not to get hit by him, and try to damage him with good charged shots. And if you can hit him deep, that's awesome. That's always great. And my lizard is taking quite a bit of damage. Better him than me, though, I guess. We got him. Cool. I'm gonna swap to a different animal, just because I don't want to lose my lizard. And even though you beat the boss, there still is just a little bit of area left, and there are enemies, so just be careful, take your time. You don't want to blow it here now that you finally got to the end of the level. And that's it. You get another transition cutscene. And we're gonna go to the final world, which is the island. Floating Island. No affiliation with Knuckles' Floating Island from Sonic 3 Knuckles. So those are clouds. When I was playing on the crappy CRT, I thought they were like spaceships. Like, I don't know. I wonder if the Master Emerald is there. Because how does it float? Okay, Sonic jokes. Sonic jokes, people. Drinking my coffee. I get like Castlevania vibes in this level. I'm sure you can see it. It just, I don't know, it looks like a Castlevania level. It's creepy music. And you have all these blob things, so the best recommendation I can give you about this level is take it slow. I like to use the Lightning Bird because he's strong and he can just zap everything, all these annoying slimes. Plus, you're gonna be going slow anyways, so take advantage of the slow charge. Just watch out, because every time you kill these things, they shoot out projectiles, which is pain in the butt. And those little slimes, they will jump at you just like that if you don't kill them fast enough and get too close. So, I mean, this is a very straightforward level. There isn't much to explore. There aren't a lot of power-ups as it is. I think second to last area in the game. So you're pretty much expected to have pretty much maxed out everything. I think there's one more upgrade that you can get, but it's not going to do anything because I'm already topped off with everything. So just take your time and get rid of these slimes. This game has no time limit, so just take your time and try not to take damage because there is a very annoying boss. I think he's easier than the previous boss, but he takes longer. The way I fight him, I do it, it does take I know there's faster ways to kill the boss, but I like to take things slow because that way I'm guaranteed not to screw up and die. Sometimes I like to be safe than sorry. So up here we have these guys, and you have to kill them. Otherwise the game is not going to reveal the next area. So you have to take care of these jerks. And they try to stab you with their lance, and then the lance also spawns a little fireball that will track you. Did I kill him? I think I did. Yes, I hit him deep and that killed him. I'm standing there because I'm waiting for my bird to charge so I can just blast this guy. And I killed him just like that. And I think this is the final upgrade in the game right there, but level 8 is max for magic, so we're good. We are ready to go. And that is the last upgrade for your animals, but everyone's at level 3, so who cares? And now here is another jerk magician. He likes to create illusions of himself. And this is how I do it. I kill 2 of them, and then, well, ideally I'm supposed to jump that fireball, and then you want to get in the hits. Like, you can't damage him now, but you can damage him now. That's when you want to damage him, and this is how I beat him. I just go in the corner, jump over crap, and then I attack, rinse, and repeat. Nothing else to say about this boss. Just take it slow and play it safe, because he does have a lot of health. And I just finished my coffee. I like his design. I like the blue and the yellow. I know it's supposed to be gold. He's a very fancy magician. I am thinking if I should cut this or not, because I just do this, I mean, I don't change my pattern and he doesn't change his pattern. He's a very straightforward boss. He doesn't have 2 parts or anything like that. He is a jerk though. He is a jerk. I do like how Alisia is animated very neat. I like how when you jump, her ponytail, you know, it animates. It's a nice little touch that they did. And the reason why I do use the fireball, because he absorbs projectiles, and he can, if you line him up with the magician, he can damage him, so that helps. Like I said, I'm sure there's a faster way to do it, but this is my method. You know, like, that's one of the reasons why I like 16-bit games so much, and I also enjoy watching people play games, because everyone has a different approach sometimes. I mean, some games are more open-ended, and you can kind of devise your own strategy to kill a boss, and it's interesting because then sometimes it's like, oh, I didn't know that you can do it that way. That's cool. Or, hey, that's a good idea. Or, hey, I never would have thought to do it this way. And there he is. He's dead. Finally. Alright. So you want to blast that, and instead of the ceiling falling down on Alisia and killing her, it conveniently makes stairs. That is very convenient indeed. I'm gonna go upstairs now. There's a bunch of shit here, and I'm just going to ignore it. Sometimes just ignoring enemies is the best approach. And this is really, like, creepy. Like, there is some weird stuff in this game. But that's one of the reasons why I like it. It's very unique. It has a very unique look to it. And you want to do some platforming, and you have to be careful because sometimes you can fall through the platforms depending on if they're spinning or not. That was the hardest jump that I just did. The way I do it is I look for the second column of triangles, and I line up my jump there and I fall down. And that's it. We're going to the final level of the game, which I'm sure, as you would assume, it's going to be bosses. And it's our good friend the wizard. And he's a jerk because he did not invite us to this barbecue, and we're gonna make him pay and suffer for it because we want some of that barbecue. They're having this awesome cook-off, and I have no idea what's going on. Like I said, I don't really understand the story. I'm pretty sure it explained it better in the Japanese version, but none of this is making any sense. I think in the manual it said that Elisa's father was murdered and she's trying to do revenge, and apparently these guys are trying to destroy the world, and well, they're definitely evil. I mean, anyone that doesn't invite you to a barbecue, they're clearly bad people. Alright, so this guy is not too hard. Two things that you need to watch out for is when you jump, because he throws a lot of magics at you. You want to time your jump, which I'm not doing right here, to not have landing lag, because sometimes when Alisia jumps, she'll have landing lag, and that's how you get hit by the fireballs. And of course, take advantage of the fact that if you hit them deep, that's going to do a lot of damage. And I like to put my animals away, because if they attack this thing, it will explode early and it's hard to dodge. But I like to use the dragon and just be really aggressive, get a good hit in. They see that, yeah, I hit him deep, and that just, he's already in the second phase now. And you can get another free hit, which is why I'm taking out the lightning bird, bring back the dragon, doing some animal swapping. Calling my Pokemon back, making Pokemon switch, yeah, that's a joke, obviously. And he's pretty much the same, he's just more aggressive now. Not too difficult. This thing's a jerk. This thing is so damn annoying. I like to run in the corner, and it makes it jumping over it a little bit easier. And I think, yeah, I'm storing up a big shot. I'm gonna just annihilate him, and that's it. He is dead, but that would be a little too easy for a final boss, right? I mean, come on. So now we're gonna fight the real final boss, which is the barbecue. And oh my goodness, that is horrifying looking. It kind of reminds me of Genova from Final Fantasy VII. And it has the wings, so it's like a cross between Sephiroth and Genova. It's horrifying. That thing is just gross. So in this battle, you're pretty much dissecting it. You have to kill certain parts of it before taking it down completely. Just keep an eye out on your animals, because they will be taking a lot of damage with that snake that you have to jump over. Whatever the hell that thing is. Weird alien snake thing. This thing won't shut up. It just constantly hisses at you. But then again, I guess I'd be hissing at something too if I was shooting magic at me. I wouldn't be too. So a funny thing, when I played this game originally on a bad CRT, I couldn't tell, but this thing that I'm fighting has a face, and it almost looks like it's smiling. You guys see it has like a little mouth and two beady eyes. I couldn't see that on the bad CRT. So I like to use the lizard because lizard shoots a lot and it helps deflect those projectiles, and that's a nuke. That thing just launched a nuke at you, and you want to steer clear of the meteorites because that hurts. That thing to you, obviously. But yeah, just keep attacking really aggressively. Try not to take damage. Don't get hit by those meteorites. And this thing will go down. And corners are safe usually when it tries to charge at you. You want to go into the corner and stay out of that. It's almost dead. I think the only thing it's doing now is just launching nukes at me, so that means you just have to go into the heart. Well, it's still shooting a little bit of projectiles, but it is almost dead. We're almost done with this game. Say no to nukes. Do not want any of that. And I don't have too much health left, but neither does this thing. Should be dead pretty soon. It's dead, and that's it. Just beat the game. It's a good game. I like it. I wish it would be a little bit longer, and I think that's why they only give you one life. Kind of like artificial difficulty, because the first time you play this, you're not going to understand all the mechanics, you're not going to know where the hidden one-ups are, and you are going to die, so that's kind of an artificial game extender that they did, I think. Because if they give you lives, then this game would be a lot easier, obviously, and shorter. Yeah, it would have been nice if they made it longer, but overall, this is a great game. It's very unique. If you have a Sega Genesis or a Mega Drive, there is no reason not to check this game out. Like, this is a good game. And it would have been nice to see the franchise grow, but this is the only Alisia Dragoon game they have, unfortunately. As for replay value, you can play it on the hard difficulty. You can try going through it by using only one animal, like pick, okay, I'm going to only use the lizard, or I'm only going to use the dragon. Or you can even try to beat the game without using any animals. That is possible, but you definitely will need to upgrade your magic, I'm sure. I guess enjoy the ending. I don't really have anything else to say about this game. Thank you for watching, and I'll do more Let's Plays. Definitely more Sonic Let's Plays. I'll play more Street Fighter V, maybe some ST, maybe some old school Nintendo 64 Pokemon battles, just whatever I feel like, really. But yeah, thanks for watching.